entire life. Most people they think paying off debt is about saving money, but it's bigger than that. My name is Sharika. I am a business consultant and a licensed agent, and today I'm going to share with you why it's so important that we pay. Stick around to the end of this video, and you're going to learn. And stress financially, this will cause a lot of people to have health problems. And remember, when our health is bad, it affects our mental. And when our mental is bad, it affects our health. So that is one benefit of getting out of debt. Because remember, our goal is to be as healthy as we can. Try to eat healthy and to live a long time. So that's one benefit of paying down debt. So that's why I look at myself and I think, okay, well, I want to pay down debt. You know, Debt, it causes stress and it causes anxiety. Also, once we pay down debt, we'll have more money to invest with and to build wealth. Because remember, money is real important. Wealth is important. Just think about it. And also, an issue that I see a lot of people go through every day, we have to think about, we're getting older. So that's why it's so important that, we have money to build wealth with. And then also our parents, they're getting older. So it's something that we have to think about, our parents. I'm not saying that we're obligated to take care of them, but it's so important that we think about building wealth, and we want to be able to support and take care of our family. Also, paying off debt, it'll give us a chance to change jobs or to start a business. Just think about it. A lot of people, they're stuck on a job that they are unhappy with because they have a lot of debt. I know that, everyone, they have to pay bills, but I think it feels good when a person can pay off debt and then you feel like you're not just, tied down to this job that is, stressing you out. So it's good to be able to, have a job that you enjoy, but you're just not, there for the money. And then, like I was saying before, remember, health is our main thing. So it doesn't really do it any good if you're on a job and you're not happy, but your blood pressure is high, your health is going down. So I think it's good that people are able to not always have to do what you got to do, but to be able to do what you want to do. Also, when we pay down debt, our credit score, it changes and it improves. Because a lot of people, they feel like, well, credit doesn't matter. Yes, it does. I know when I was paying down debt, I had a high interest credit card, and I looked at the interest rate, and first I printed out the statement, and then I looked at the interest rate, and I said, oh my goodness, this how much is going to the principal, and this is how much is going to the interest. So I was like, I am just giving away money. This is money that I could use to fix up my house, build wealth, money that I can invest with. So that's another benefit of, paying down debt, is that, we want to build wealth and we don't want to just give our money away to a bank. I'm not saying, I know when we're first getting started, you have to build up your credit, but later, we have to learn about, finances, how to manage our money. It's just not something that, comes overnight. We have to like just sit down and we have to, learn about finances. And also, we'll pay less interest improve once we improve our credit score, and then we pay down debt. So it's so important that when we borrow money, we have to look at the interest rate. We want to pay back, we want the lowest interest rate that is possible. We don't want a high, interest rate. That should be our goal. Not saying that we may start out that way, but later we want to be able to get a low interest rate. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can follow me weekly for more financial tips. My goal is to help people build financial wealth and reduce, financial stress. Because just think about it, financial stress, it can cause health problems, mental problems. And I just want, us to be healthy, exercise, and, you know, build wealth and reduce debt, so that way that we can reduce financially stress. So also that another way that why we want to pay down debt is that because we want to be able to sleep better. Remember, when a person has a lot of debt, they may not be able to sleep good at night because they're worried about bills. And remember, sleep, because I was just doing some research lately about sleep, and oh my goodness, it affects your body in so many ways if we're not getting enough sleep. So we want to pay down debt so that way we can get a good night's sleep. And remember, sleep is so important. And then also, we want to be able to leave a legacy for our family. Because I work with a lot of families every day. And one thing that I notice a lot of families, they have to struggle financially after a loved one passes away. I'm not saying that, you have to leave millions, but after someone passes away, it's good to have to leave money for your family because I'm a life insurance agent. So it's so important that, we leave a legacy to our families so that way they won't, at least a year after someone passes away, that person, they won't have to, worry about money. Because just think about it, a lot of people, they're the breadwinner. So if someone passes away, that person's whole life changes. Um, I do one on one consultations. I will be glad to help you. Um, I do just click the link in my description, and I offer one on one consultations where we can sit down and go over your finances. You don't have to do it alone. I'm here to help you. I want to see you do well, build financial wealth. I want you to be healthy. I want you to exercise. I want you to just pay down debt, and I'll be happy to assist you. I'm trying to get my channel to grow, so hit that subscribe button right now. That way, I can be able to help more people build wealth, and also I will be able to continue to help others. So make sure you hit that like button and like this video. But remember, follow me weekly for more financial tips.